Well, hello there, humans, bees, earthlings, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough to be doing it too. I'm Bushka, and this is a really fun run I had recently at Crown 2. We were gunning for Conqueror, and I got some of my mates from the Patreon community that are really good supporters of the channel, and we had a run from Stauber on down through Jasna Poljana. And things started to get a little bit interesting when we killed this bot out in the field, and it alerted all the humans who were in Jasna that we were here, and they pushed up on us. And then it started to kick off, and I can hear someone coming in here. There's going to be a guy pops in through that door, and I blow my first move here. I think he's going to go to the right, but he actually goes right through there, and I'm chasing, and we get a hold of him. But man, he must have been all like decently armored because he shredded our vest there. Nearly took us out completely. We've lost Rico Suave, who's over there, and that's a bit of an issue. So we're down a man, they're down a man. The boys are putting damage in. I'm just trying to find some kind of replacement for this level 3 vest. And then we're looking around for the source of our problems. And there's still two guys down here to the southwest. And you can see Young Hitter is there. He's engaging them. And I'm going to try and get a hold of them. I'm just looking around, seeing if I can spot where they are. Anyone coming up and pushing on Hitter? No, there's the guy down there. And he's got another one in the building. So I'm going to clear this guy. Nice headshot with the Kar 98. And then give him a second while his mate pushes in to try and revive him. We're going to push down there and clear the both of them. And that's really the start of this game. And the game is pretty dramatic, if I'm honest. There's a lot of stuff going on in this game. Apart from the running in. Now, we didn't use vehicles here. We just ran in the whole way from Stauber all the way through to the end game, which was just down near the coast, above farm, outside Ferry Point and all that. So we moved down here. Young Hitter gets that bloke. I get the kill on the bloke that I knocked with the Kar 98. And then we push on through. We ran all the way up through here. We looted along the way. We picked up some stuff. We didn't have great gear, but we were pretty well equipped. Double level 2 vest, level 2 helmet. And we ran into this bunch of clowns. Have a look. These guys have set a trap. Look, it's a trap. There's a med kit in the middle of the yard, right? I'm trying to sneak a shot in above the edge of that truck, but he bails off into the single-story bungalow there in the middle of the compound. There's a med kit in the middle of the compound. Like they thought someone was going to go, oh, it's a med kit, and just run in and grab the med kit. Like I've seen the med kit trick before, my friends, and that doesn't work on me when it's in a house, let alone in the middle of a compound, like the least likely place for it to spawn. So we're going to push in here. Young Hitter is up on the house. I'm just overlooking, keeping them down from these windows. And you can see there he is there. Get a headshot in on him and then tap him again. There's the med kit. Like, wow, it's in the middle of the yard. Yeah, really going to grab that one. I'm going to Barney around the back. Now, I'm going to start lobbing grens. I've got 5 grens. So I'm going to absolutely chuck a heap of grens up in this bad boy and then push in. The only problem is I don't tell Young Hitter this. I don't say pushing, and Intimidate's been knocked. So I thought Young Hitter was over there getting him up. But he already got him up, and you can see there, I finished that bloke off that was already knocked, and then I chuck in a smoke gren because I want to push in, and we get another one, we knock another one. So hopefully they've got their hands full. Unfortunately, I didn't say I was pushing. So Young Hitter drops 2 grens in here. First one hammers me, and the second one knocks me, which is pretty rough. So we've got 4 kills here, but the boys do a really good job. Make up for the communication blunder here. Intimidate's going to push in. Young Hitter's going to come up, and he's going to stop these guys from pushing out on me. And he's just basically going to hold. He's going to overlook, and then Intimidate's going to come up and get me up. And you can see Young Hitter, they're really low on hit points, I'd say here. They've been hammered by grens and things. Young Hitter's got plenty of hit points left. Intimidate's going to revive me. We're going to get up. I'm going to full med kit. We're going to clear the last guy in that room and move on with life. So pretty solid squad work there. Good flashbang. And then Young Hitter just knocks the last bloke out. And we get the win. Lots of fun. We loot up, we take all our gear, we move on up the mountain, and this is where we come to the end of the story. Or at least this is the stage for the end of the story. I get a ×4 on a Kar 98, and there's a lot of action down there. We also have a UAZ to our west, which is interesting because there's a full squad up in the UAZ to our west, and there is a full squad to our east further down the hill. We've got a full squad times 2 down there as well. There's basically just full squads everywhere. There's a bunch of guys in that house, in both those houses, in fact. And then we get engaged from the west here. So what I do is I call the boys, let's actually just move around here, disengage from the guys down in the houses, and start getting stuck into these guys up to our west. And you see there's one in the tree line there. There's another one running down somewhere. He's really hard. He's obscured by the trees. I take a shot at him. I don't know if I got him. I think I missed him. And he's run down in line with those trees. Really good job by him. He used the cover really well. There he is. He's peeking. Just miss a shot above his head as he peeks. But young hitters on my left hitting into him as well, no pun intended. And then Intimidate's going to flank round to my right and get shots at them as well. And there's another couple up behind the rock. So we've tried to disengage here. Problem is, the other squads don't really care about that. And young hitter's going to get hammered by someone from a little bit behind us. You can see popping on the screen there to the southwest, there's someone shooting at young hitter there. And young hitter's going to go down. And we do the right thing. We disengage. I'm going to cover off over here, get young hitter to crawl over towards me. Intimidate's going to keep those guys busy. And then we're going to get over there and revive our squad mate, which is good because that's what you should do. So Intimidate's going to suppress. And that's been... So we've had a couple of good firefights that we've come out on top of. But this one just looks like a hopeless cause. Like, there's no reason to get involved and give them the opportunity to shoot us. When the zone's going to tidy them up anyway, there's a guy knocked back there, I think. They've smoked up. They've got a squad further down the mountain from them who's looking up towards them. They've got us here, so they're probably not going to run towards us. And we've got people behind us. And I'm quite worried about the people behind us, to be fair, because the zone's now going to push us in. You see the circle. We've got to get to that circle as well. So they're all screwed up there. There's 3 more have died during this firefight. And we're going to move the play zone. That was definitely one of those dudes. They got absolutely hammered by the play zone. He goes, and so now we're going to just get the hell out of town. And young hitter starts getting hit from down here. We don't have a lot of choices here. There's a full squad over there, right? We're going to get down here behind this house and try and get things done. But then I realise if we're behind the house, we're probably visible from the guys on our right. So we're going to push right down towards these guys. And I've used that tree to come in nice and easy. I'm going to... They're firing at my mates here right now. So I'm looking for a target. I've got the Car 98. There's a little bit of grass over there. The grass is rendering, which is good. And now I see a guy just next to that rock on the left, but I can't get a good angle on him. I move back over here, and there's my angle. Excellent. Knock him. No problems whatsoever. That's probably when we should have run. We should have run for the zone right there. With one gun down, one gun reviving, we'd have 10, 15 seconds worth of time where we could have got to the zone. But we were a little bit late, and they really started pouring on the fire. One of them didn't disengage at all. So we're now covered and suppressed. I'm going to boost up. The boys are in strife. Young hitter is going to get wrecked. I just simply cannot get to him. Intimidate is too high in the mountain as well, and he's going to get hammered as well. So I'm going to have to go to smoke here. I'm going to get the smoke going on, and I'm going to lay out a trail towards where eventually I want to go. And this is why you like to pick smoke up as you go forward. I'm going to lay a trail out long all the way across there so that we've got some suppressing fire as we move in, some cover as we move in. And I just can't get young hitter up. Intimidate's going to go down as well to the play zone here. And these guys have to push in too. So there's a first. There's a second. And now I'm watching to the left. I know that I'm screwed by the guys in the houses here if they really get serious. There's another one. There's still one more left alive over there. We clear that squad bar once. There's one last guy left. And I'm just going to take a big, deep breath here. If that guy wants to come across that ridge line, I'm going to let him. I cleared that guy. I'm not really interested in baiting here. I just wanted to make sure I cleared the squad. I know he's down there somewhere, but I'm not going to push on him. I'm not going to push on the guys on the right because everyone else is down there in those 2 houses. I don't know why this shot misses. It hits the wall. It wasn't rendering well. Hit him again that time. There's 2 guys up top. There's 1 guy down the bottom. That's 3. There's a guy to my left. That's 4. There's me. That's 5. There are another 6 people unaccounted for. They are having a firefight over the house to the right there. It's all going off. Like, this is really interesting stuff now. This is where it's getting very, very tough. I can hear movement down there, but until that guy really pushes up, I can see a couple of feet down there right at the top, but I don't think I'll hit that shot over the lintel. I can hear that guy, and there he is. He's visible there. Just going to finish him up. He's the last member of that squad. So we've wiped that squad that was suppressing us before, and now we're going to move down the hill. I'm trying to push as far to the back of the line here because I know pretty much everyone is down there. Maybe there's a straggler in that box over there or the octagon, but you're going to see a gun poke through that wall there, and I'm like, oh, dude, there's someone in this thing. Right to the head. Love me some Scar L. Absolutely fantastic. He got really screwed there. That gun was poking through the wall. He must have been sitting in there patiently waiting forever. Anyway, down we go. Now we're in a really tricky situation because there's 2 squads. They're in those houses. And there's me. I'm squad number 3. Wicked. I'm squad number 3. Fantastic. It's possibly a 4th squad, but I know there's at least 2 guys in a squad up the top of that one. There's another guy underneath them. I don't know if he's in anyone's squad. And then there is 4 guys, or 3 guys rather, on the right over there. And you can see they're having a ding-dong battle again. I'm just taking it very, very easy here. We've got 10 kills. We've done a lot of good stuff. We wiped that squad. We've won 3 firefights and disengaged from another one where there was no real reason to get stuck in. And we're trying to win maybe a couple more. We're not out of this one, but it's a really interesting one. The circle's going to have a lot to say about this. You can see those guys are focusing in on each other. I don't want to really make my presence felt here unless I get a really clear shot. So I'm just waiting until I absolutely have to move. And the circle says, now's the time to go, buddy. So we're going to move down to the crate because the crate is quite literally all the cover I've got here, and see if anyone pops from between those 2 houses or starts running in. There we go. Someone on the lower end of that house is going to run in. Clear him, back behind our crate, change our vest out for a much nicer vest. So someone's obviously got a level 3 vest out of that crate. And then we're going to push down here and just do the only thing we can do, which is go down again and look for those windows and see there's movement. We knock one. Now, they know where I am now. So the next option is to grenade, and you watch him get chucked out of that room to the right. I don't know how this guy doesn't die. Watch this. There he goes. He goes flying across the room to the right and gets banged up against that wall. But he does not die. I don't know how he doesn't die, but still, they know where I am. I've got 40 rounds in the clip, and I'm watching those windows really carefully. The guys on the right, I'm not so worried about. They're really focused in on the guys in that house, and there's no windows on the rear-facing wall that can actually be accessed to shoot at me. I'm pretty safe here, unless they want to expose themselves in those windows, and they haven't been keen to do so thus far. There's also a dude who is super patiently waiting downstairs. I don't know this, but we're going to find him soon. There he goes. He's peeking again. Knock him again. I get wrecked. That's 3 times now I've knocked a guy up in this top story. But I can't clear him, and I don't have any grens left. Unfortunate for me, I'm in a really tough spot here, so I'm going to have to boost up. They know where I am. I don't want to try and live through another one of those if they pop on me and manage to get a good set of headshots in. So I'm going to move down here and try and go behind this back corner. And that's when I see this bloke. I back up, so I go a little bit up the hill. We clear him, and he's actually on his own, which is interesting. Now's where it gets really interesting. I don't have any grens. If I had a couple of grens, I could make a whole lot of love out of those guys above me. Still in all, there's 5 left apart from me. 2 of them upstairs are in a squad. So there's probably 3 guys in that building over there that are in a squad. That's pretty rough stakes for me. That's 3 over there, 2 above me, and final circle is just about upon us. Now, final circle is going to get really interesting because it's going to get real small. And I actually am thinking I may try and heal my way through final circle if it's going to come anywhere near me. But you know, it's gonna push up the hill a little bit. So I'm gonna have to fight this one out. There's no two ways around it. I boost again. I'm just like over boosting. Another guy gets knocked in the other building. That was one of the guys upstairs from me, knocked that bloke in the other building. I'm boosting up because I know final circle's coming and I want to have the maximum chance of getting the most ticks out of final circle in case that's what gets the win. And I'm just waiting and I think, you know what? I'm going to blow this bike up. Maybe it'll get their attention. If nothing else, it'll stave off the boredom. We've got nearly 200 rounds of 5.56. We've got bad intentions, a level 3 backpack, a Spetsnaz helmet, a Scar L with a suppressor. Final circle is just about upon us, and there are 5 humans left to deal with. Here we go, boys and girls. Everyone's getting edgy. There's another bloke knocked. Here comes the final circle. Restricting play area in 10 seconds. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is it. There are no more little safe zones. Everything is about to happen. I'm going to be running up this hill to my right. The zone is going to come down to a pinprick. And here we go. I set myself up in a position where I can look at both the buildings as they come. They've got to come in. There's one more kill. Another guy's died in the zone. Another guy's died in the zone. One more coming out the window. Boom! Chicken dinner. What a game. What a fantastic game. 14 kills, 2,000 damage. We got 7 rewards. I don't know what they were. 7 badges. Terminator. Young hitter, couple of clutch revives. I got 1 revive in there. Rico Suave was an early casualty, but was fantastic and very spiritually supportive. And let's have a look at the medals. Let's have a look at the medals. We got Terminator. We got Berserker, Marathon Man, Prone to Prone, Medic, all the good stuff. Anyway, boys and girls, thanks so much for watching. Look after yourselves. I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure to like the video. That would be great if you could like the video. Subscribe to the channel. That would be fantastic as well. And stick around for the live streams. And until next time, stay safe on the battlefield.